Hello, audience. Welcome to AaryanTalks. Today, we have an interesting guest with us. Normally, we would have an actor or an actress, right? People who usually have singular path in their lives. But this lady from Malayalam Industry, she has a very different journey. She started off as a sound designer and then ventured into modeling and then into acting. Very different, right? Let's learn more about her journey from her own words. Welcome, Mridhu Balan.
പുഞ്ചിരി തഞ്ചി കുഞ്ചിക്കോ മുന്തിരി മുത്തൊളി ചിന്തിക്കോ മഞ്ചണി വർണ്ണ
Oh,
ചുന്ദരി
hello.
വാവേ.
Namaste.
Namaste. First of all, thank you for
Thank you.
doing our show. Thank you for doing our show. And I have to tell the audience that this is a repeat because we had little technical issues. We had to do a little reshoot. So thank you again for that, for taking all the trouble to join again. So let's move into the interview, ma'am. Anybody who is in Aryan Talks who comes to our show, we have this question that that has been tradition for us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you that
Yeah.
is why do you do what you do? What is the end result that you get out of?
Okay. So I do what I know. Actually, I do what I love to do. So acting is a thing which I know, and my body, soul, and mind, everything I can relate it to acting, and I can bring magic on screen. So this is what gives me fulfillment and the joy of doing something which I like.
Mhm.
So that gives me immense confidence, and to connect with audience is a great pleasure for me. So that is why I do this work, like acting. It
Right,
is something which like everyone cannot do. So
Mm,
something it's a inborn talent, I believe. So only few has this ability.
definitely.
Yeah. So I like doing it.
Right. So before that, you were a sound designer. So what did you get out of the work that you were doing as a sound designer?
As a sound designer.
Yes,
So you're asking me as a sound designer what I get.
yes,
Like
yes. Like you explained your journey last time. So just give a brief about it. Like,
sound designer, I just started my career as a sound designer from Four Frames Sound
mm,
Studio in Chennai. So
mm,
it's run by Priyadarshan sir. It's a
wow,
great director in Malayalam.
wow, wow.
So under his guidance, I started my journey in sound, which I thought like which was very different, entirely different from acting on screen work. Behind the screen
Mm,
is where I saw cinema in a very serious way.
mm,
It's
mm,
a very serious, tedious, and very, very like very, very tough.
mm,
So that gave me a different perspective of cinema. That
mm,
perspective which trained me in a very harder way. It's not
mm.
easy for me. Back then I was like a only women designer, only women in Chennai to do sound.
Right, right, right. It is rare
Yeah,
for women to do sound as
yeah. It was very much very tough for me to
mm,
adopt to that environment, work, and again adopt to that set of people. It's a very close circle. You don't get to meet so many people.
mm,
The
right.
only senior designer, me, and the other co-editors. Rarely 4 or 5 people I used to meet daily.
Mm, mm,
So that is when you expose to your film set is totally different. You meet 200 people per day.
right, right, right.
So it's totally different contrast
Mm.
to this. So that sound was I love to play with sounds. I like to do create sound. That was like pure magic behind the screen. Like we decide what audience should hear.
Right, right.
Like that is a very other kind of pleasure, other kind of enjoyment. Like but that is like totally different.
Right.
So yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you this. So the last person I know who have transitioned from sound to direction and acting later was Mr. K. Vishnath Garu.
Yeah.
So the legendary K. Vishnath Garu. So um, it is very rare for anyone to do that. So
True.
I want to ask you again, like, how did this transition happen? Like, did you always want to become an actor, or and we were stuck with sound design? How did that happen?
Yeah, actually, my passion was into acting
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
My passion
Mhm.
up till now is an acting. I want to become an actor.
Hmm.
I want to become an actor. So I come from a very non-filmy background, and I just can't just jump in before camera and do acting. I know nothing about industry, nothing. Like I have to start from scratch.
Right.
So I thought, let me learn something like technically or something like what where I'll understand cinema. So
Hmm.
so like I got to know that I'm good in sound. I can manage sound, like playing with sound and this physics I can understand. So I thought, why not sound? Let me do like some basics of sound engineering course, then join in some studio. Then I will get to know people as well as understand what is happening behind the camera. So that is why the sound has started from my side. So that's my sound to acting is a very, very long journey for me.
Right. So, one more question now.
Yeah.
So, this is like a small fun type. So,
Okay.
who is the director whom you want to work with, whom you are longing to work with?
Longing to work is, of course, your Telugu industry director, Mr. S.S. Rajamouli
S.S.
sir.
Rajamouli, yes.
Like I'm a mad fan of his work.
Right.
Literally, like
I have to tell you, if I tell all these things, Teddy will kill me. But then I've been dreaming to work with that guy since my 10th standard.
seriously.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
everybody's dream. Yeah. So
of course.
uh,
Yeah,
and anyone else, ma'am? Like
of course. In Telugu, like Nag Ashwin sir,
Ashwin sir, Kalki.
yeah, and Sukumar sir.
Hmm.
So they were like, these are some of the hit list directors. Just I want to work with them, and I have to see how they create, how they think, how they
Right. Right.
make the magic on screen. I just want to work with them and understand.
Right.
Like what's their other perspective of cinema? That is like so much curious for me when I think about Rajamouli sir.
Definitely.
Like how he can think like that. I have to work with them. Then only I will get to know.
And in Tamil and Hindi,
Tamil, of course, I want to work with Mani sir, Maniratnam sir.
yes, like every girl's dream is to be a Maniratnam.
Exactly. Yeah. So in Hindi, I would like to work with many directors like Hindi Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir.
Right.
Yeah, Vivek Agnihotri sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So like I want to become a complete actor. So if I get to work with them, I will become a complete actor.
Right.
It's my dream.
Super. So, I wanted to ask this one.
Mhm.
As an actor,
Mm.
the most important thing that you do is talk to yourself.
Okay.
You have to have your alone time. You have to have space. Like, for example, Shah Rukh Khan stays in bathroom for 4 to 5 hours. Like, I mean, the kids and all there are like, please don't go into the bathroom. Please don't. So, because he wants time for himself, he has to talk to himself and all. So, how often does that happen to you as an actress?
So actors are actually a really good question. So I do daily. I do this on daily basis. I used to talk to myself,
Hmm.
take time for myself.
Hmm.
So it is moreover for me a self-analyzation for myself.
Hmm.
That gives you a great confidence of what you can do and what you're unable to do. That figure out you can do that.
Hmm.
This thing I'm able to do. I'm proud of. Okay, this kind of characters or something which I'm unable to do, but that's okay. You can even build on.
Hmm.
So that is a way the actor want to self-criticize themselves. So
Correct.
that is where the
Correct.
self-talk, self-test, self the
Right.
grades plays a lot of role in that
Hmm.
for myself.
Correct.
So that's the thing. So if you like, if you do that, you are the best criticizer for yourself. Yeah.
That's the goal, actually. So, how are other people reacting around you, like your family and all? Do they understand this or like?
Yeah, they think at times my family thinks, oh, she's having any mental illness. Are you all right? Or you need appointment from psychiatrist? Something they will ask. No, I'm completely fine.
Right.
This is a part of my practice. This is a part of my self improvement. I will tell. So they used to get scared at times.
Definitely. So, great, ma'am. And Question, I want to ask you. Uh, you have been in Malayalam industry. You are from Malayalam industry. Uh, so, what do you like about Malayalam industry? Because Telugu people are crazy about Malayalam cinema right now. Manjumal boys, Prebalu, and all everything gets dubbed here. Even this one, Guruvayur Ambalanadayal. I think that one clicked a lot. And later, how was that? Like, how do you feel about the industry as a whole? And one more thing is that as an actress, like Malayalam industry has given legends, Shobhana Garu, Manju Warrier Garu.
Mm.
So all these people. So how do you take that legacy forward?
Malayalam cinema is a home to me. It's a home for
Hmm.
me. Like where I learned cinemas from sound, where I did maximum of Malayalam films only, more than any other language.
Hmm.
So I learned cinema through them. I began to see cinema from their lens. So cinema has always been a passion for me, but Malayalam cinema has molded me into a good person, like
Hmm.
professionally as well as personally, you know.
Yeah.
Like I like about Malayalam industries, they don't give cut short to your creativity level. They like to give you freedom so that we can explore our creativity.
Hmm.
So that is what I love about Malayalam cinema. There won't be any restrictions like senior, junior, not nothing that
Hmm.
kind of sort. So that's why I feel comfortable working in towards Malayalam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
the legacy part, like how do you want to take?
Legacy, legacy is such a big term actually. Like it doesn't come in one overnight, no.
Right.
So the legacy, to create that kind of legacy, you have to be very challenging to yourself. You have to take a challenging roles, see you molding into different personalities.
Hmm.
Keep on pushing yourself to do much better, better, better.
Hmm.
Yeah, open to collaborate with new gen directors, new people, new youngster directors. To
Hmm.
have like a different kind of perspective to a cinema, you have to be open for everything.
Yeah.
So that is where that comes from within. You know, you have to push to the end. Like how come how far you can move, push yourself. No, you
Hmm.
should know the caliber. You can't restrict yourself.
Hmm.
Other one thing is like a very important thing is personal healthy lifestyle. That is very important.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, your body and mind should be aligned.
Right. Right.
Then only you can do the craft. So that brings legacy. This is what I believe.
This is wonderful, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a little bit controversial type question.
Okay. Okay.
When it comes to modeling and acting, what do you consider like tiring and difficult and probably that what do you call gives you a ick?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that? Do you have any icks?
I don't have any such type of tiring thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually grateful for the opportunities I get
Ah,
through acting and modeling.
hmm,
Other than think just time management is pretty tough for me.
hmm,
Managing the time and schedule, that is only different I mean little tough for me.
hmm, hmm.
Other than that, I enjoy doing this work. I like love doing this work.
Super, super.
Yeah.
So finally, I want to ask you a very small question. Like, when are
Mhm.
you coming to Telugu industry?
I love to. I'm looking forward to get debuted in Telugu film industry. Like you guys always put me in wow, like wow factor. How Telugu industry, you guys like brought our Indian industry to the next level through the Triple R and all. So it'll be a great pleasure for me and great respect and what I deserve like thing if I get into Telugu industry. I'm looking forward.
Hmm, hmm. Yeah, just 1 second, ma'am.
Yeah.
So recording. We have come to the end of the interview, ma'am.
Okay.
Without this particular segment, there is no Aryan Talks. It's
Okay.
called TEDQ. Teddy
Okay.
himself asked this,
Okay.
and I am going to just read it out to you as is.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know the real meaning of your name. I don't even want to know either because I've got a new definition for mridu. Mridu is rhythm, just like mridangam is the primary rhythm in Carnatic music. You are also the rhythm in cinema.
Thank you. That's a
And,
wonderful compliment.
and yes, what is the major driving force for not giving up your spirit towards your passion amidst various challenges in the choice of your career? What
I'll tell only one thing, like the fear factor,
fear factor? Yes, yes,
fear factor.
yes.
So which I like, yeah.
I've mentioned this probably when we were discussing. This is the second. You're the second person who said this. The first one, fear of failure, was Rajamouli. The same
Oh,
answer I had from Rajamouli.
okay.
That is very surprising thing to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the aim and the goal of myself, I have to prove to myself, to no one else. So I have set a bar where I have to reach. What if I'm unable to reach there?
Right.
So that sort of fear keeps me running. It
Right.
gives me force to do more and more and more. So that fear I need, and every artist need it.
Absolutely, ma'am. That is very inspirational.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your words. Thank you for joining our show.
Yeah.
I really wish good things ahead for you,
Thank
and I
you.
really wish that you would come to Telugu industry.
I'm looking forward. Looking so much forward.
Thank you, audience, for joining us. This channel has been started by two people, Teddy Aryan, who love cinema and breathe cinema. And tedyCINＥMAsaloon is a community of filmmakers, writers, actors, directors, music guys, sound guys, and whatnot. Currently, we are spread across the country, and someday we are planning to go global as well. So that's it from our end this week. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe
പുഞ്ചിരി
to
തഞ്ചി
our channel.
കുഞ്ചിക്കോ
Aryan.
മുന്തിരി
Thank you.
മുത്തൊളി ചിന്തിക്കോ മഞ്ചണി വർണ്ണ ചുന്ദരി വാവേ